Hola, it's your girl Savvy, and today I decided that it was time for a much needed pamper day. So come sit with me while I do a full acrylic set on myself and a frontal wig install. But first, let's drop the intro. Make sure you like and subscribe. Welcome to my channel. Just a little backstory on how I approach my self-care days. So during the pandemic, when everything shut down, it was so hard making appointments for like hair and nails due to limited availability and all of those extreme health precautions that we were seeing so many of. That just kind of made me decide that I wanted to learn to provide those services for myself. I've been doing my own hair since I did my first big chop about 10 years ago, but to learn how to do my nails was a huge new undertaking. So I do see myself as a do-it-yourself type of girl with artistic tendencies, so I wasn't too overwhelmed, but I'm also my hardest critic and slash perfectionist. So I just knew I was gonna get it right, but it was probably gonna be overtime. So the first time I did a full set on myself, it took me like 11 hours, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I had to get used to using my non-dominant hand. It was definitely one of the biggest lessons I've had in recent years on fine motor skills, but the experience was worth it. In the beginning of the clip, you'll see me acting a plum fool, okay? I don't even know what song was playing, but it had me throwing up all my little play gang signs. By the way, shout out to Duval County. Pretty girls love trap music, period, okay? But so far, I have glued down my nail tips, cut to the length that I wanted. I've opted for something a little bit close to shorter than to medium because I do hair a lot, and I type even more often. So it's just easier for me to manage. But when I'm on vacation, please give me the long claws. Please long claw me, please. Okay. I trimmed the sides a bit just to help me down the road when it comes to shaping, but it's not a necessity to do that. I just found it, easier for me to do it. Maybe because I'm doing it myself, it might just aid me in that. I don't know. I also am doing all of my prep work to get ready to lay down my acrylic. I'm using all of the pH balancers and all of those things to help me prep. I am going to assume that this goes without saying, but I am not a professional. Not a professional, okay? I am here for all the constructive criticism because I do love to learn better ways to achieve my looks. However, if you don't have anything nice to say, I'd advise you to keep it to yourself, okay? And save your breath. Because, peace. Like, come on, whatever. It's my nails. I'm not hurting anyone. If you are looking into starting a nail self-care regimen for yourself, my advice would be to read all of the materials and anything that you can get your hands on from professionals in the trade. Any tips and tricks that they offer, I would definitely kind of jot those down in the back of my brain and a notepad, whatever. Also, YouTube is a gold mine for how to, achieve all of these different looks and be able to recreate them. So I would definitely suggest read, and YouTube. Now I'm starting to lay my acrylic. This is probably like the most tedious part for me. Just trying to get the shaping right and make sure that you don't make them too thick, don't make them too thin, because all of those things matter. But here is the finished product. I hope you liked it. So now we're moving on to my hair. Now listen, boing. Do you see this? Do you see this? Like, y'all, I have the biggest situation, and it's me. Like, I am so easily distracted with my hair. I think I'm a dreadhead in a previous life. But back to this, I fight for my life every single day with my hair. I have 4C, and in some spaces I have 4Z hair with the Z pattern. And I love my curls. More than likely you'll see me rocking a puff, but sometimes I just, want a different look. I want something that I can just get up in the morning, brush real quick, and go about my business. If you have natural hair, it is so time consuming, and the longer it is, the more time that it consumes. But I do not regret my space in this natural hair journey. But yes, it is very time consuming. So I favor a lot of protective styles. And one of my favorite protective styles right now is wigs, because I can just not sew it, but I can just glue my hair down real quick and go about my business. And it's just a wonderful feeling. So here you'll see me taking out my little overnight twisties. The thing about doing a protective style, especially a wig, is you want to ensure that you are taking care of your hair underneath the wig. Just because you have a wig on your head doesn't mean like, oh, I don't have to worry about my natural hair. No, you most definitely have to worry about your natural hair, especially if you are a curly hair girl, okay? So you have to make sure that your hair is nice and moist up under your braids. Make sure that your hair is moisturized. Make sure that it is hydrated. Make sure that your scalp is hydrated. And that it's all the way through, because it's very important that for your head not to like itch or all the other issues that you could have with wearing a wig. It's just an important process. So you'll see me here, boom, I've taken out all of my little twisties, combed it out, and I've braided my hair down. So now it's time to put on the lovely nude cap. Now some girlies don't do caps. I love a cap. I don't know if it just does it for me, like with the transition between like my natural hair and the wig, or maybe it's also like something to do with the friction up under the wig, because that cap can be a barrier between like the wig kind of sliding ever so gently every day in your hair. But I'm going to put on a cap every single time, love, every single time. So here I've just glued down the cap, and I'm taking off the extra trim. Please be careful with this razor, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first started doing this, I did like nick myself once or twice. And you're gonna clean this up with alcohol, so believe me, you will I repeat, you will figure out if you have nicked yourself in this process, because all of the surfaces have to be extra clean, so you're gonna use a lot of alcohol. So here I am just making sure that the ends are smoothed out and glued down, because you want the wig cap up under the wig to be very seamless. And with that, once you get it all laid out, you're gonna put concealer. I put concealer on my cap. A lot of people put concealer on their wig. I honestly, I do both, just because I just love that seamless look. I want it to look like scalp as much as possible. So I am now laying down my lace glue. I am a sweaty girl, so I prefer to use like a waterproof. And if anybody has any recommendations on a waterproof, like if you are a company out there and you are looking for a sweaty girl that likes to go to the gym and wear her wigs as well, I am the girl for you, love. I am the sponsor you need. Hit your girl up, because I have to do my wig every other day. I have tried several different products, because I am literally like the sweatiest person I know, and I love to go to the gym every single day. But I do not mind, because I will do my wig every day, or every other day, just so it stays where it's supposed to be. It doesn't slide, isn't looking crazy. So this wig is like an old wig that we are going to bring back to life. I'm actually waiting for one of my wigs to come in the mail, but I'm a very impatient person sometimes, so I was just like, I just need something on my head now, because I think I have an event I had an event coming up for this. So I was like, let me just throw something on my head really quickly and make it work until my delivery comes. So I'm just cutting off the old lace that's kind of like, you know, we're kind of done with that. We can cut a little bit more off. And we're gonna customize it so it looks bad. You see this bald spot in the front isn't got a little thin right there, but we gonna cut all of that out, and we gonna lay her just right, okay? And even if you saw it in person where it looks a little thin, it's just hair. It's just plucked extra because I was making baby hairs right there. But we're gonna lay it, and you'll see in a minute. So once you get the sides all tacked down and everything, we're going to make sure that you put the band down and that it's you want to make sure that it's in the spot that you want it to be in when you put that band on, because that band is going to smelt it together. It's going to bond that thing together, and it ain't going to be no moving. Like that viral meme, my hair, it don't move. Gorilla Glue Girl, yes, it will be that same type of effect. So you want to make sure that it's in the right spots and there aren't any flyaways up under the wig as you're putting it down or anything like that. So I'm just double checking. And I'm sorry I'm making all of these like hideous faces, but when I concentrate, I scrunch up my face so bad. And that's one of the things I'm trying to work on in this new year. So bear with me, okay? So here we are melting her down. What isn't shown in this video is that I layer her into a bob and got her real cute. If you would like a styling video, please let me know, because that's my favorite part of an install. I love the chop and the style. But here is the finished look. What do you think? I think I'm a baddie. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.